Hey guys, it's Drew. I have two quick kits to share with you guys. They are signature album kits, so I'm only going to have one of each of the kits available, but they're really good priced kits, and they come with quite a bit of stuff. So just head over my blog, and I have two of the kits, and there's a little drop-down menu that you could click which one, and I only have one of each of the kits, so they're going to sell out pretty quickly. So my blog is in the link in the description below, and you'll just find the blog post right when you go there. But I want to share with you what is in this kit. This is what I'm calling the Vintage Grunge kit. And what is in this kit, I'll start off with the papers. The papers in this kit are the Tim Holtz Lost and Found paper collection. And I love this collection. It's really great. You're going to get 16 of the 6x6 papers. So really beautiful. And all the other sides are like this vintage, grungy, just solid paper. So really fun. I love the bingo tokens on that one. Kind of go through these pretty quickly. Those are ruler tape. Really pretty. So again, 16 6x6 pieces of this, and those are some license plates, and then some vintage people. Bingos. A little, this one says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you could do some journaling on those. It's a really great collection. I love this paper collection. And I'm not sure if that, no, that was not all of it. I just paused it on the screen on one of the papers if you want to see a little bit of a better. Look at how vintage that is. But that is the paper collection, you guys. So, again, the Tim Holtz Lost and Found collection. Really pretty papers. So those are the papers. And you're also going to get the 6 pieces of the 6x6 medium weight chipboard. So those also come in your kit. And then you're also going to be receiving the 3 binding rings to bind the album. And if you guys would like me to, I will hole punch your album for you with 3 holes evenly spaced. So, no worry about that. And then you're also going to be receiving some coordinating cardstocks. And these are thick 8x8 cardstocks, and you're going to get them in like this orangey red color, a gray, a cream, and a black. And the reason why I only included 4 is because you could really use the opposite sides of these as like a cardstock as well. And you're going to get 16 of them, so you're going to have way more than you're going to need to cover up your album anyway. So you're going to get those, and then you're going to get 2 of these book pages, great for distressing and grunging and fun stuff to those. So 2 book pages. Sorry, I dropped some stuff. You're also going to get a sheet of grunge board. Move this out of the way here. You're going to get a sheet of the Stripes grunge board, and this measures about 8 inches by 4 inches wide. So you're going to get a sheet of the Tim Holtz grunge board. You're also going to get 2 of the extra large tags, and they're pretty good size tag, as you can see. You could just cut them down to fit on your page, or you can have them popping out a little bit at the top. I love having pop out. But you're going to get 2 of those tags there. You're also going to get, these are so cool, these are real, true vintage music sheets. These are by Studio Blackbird, and they're some of my favorite, that's one of my new favorite companies. And it looks like this. It's a scallop square. Probably see it a little bit better on there. But it's a music sheet, and it smells vintage, and it looks vintage, and it's really cool. So you're going to get one of these. You're going to get 2 Tim Holtz Adage tickets in Story and Trust. And you're also going to get one of these awesome hanging pockets, which you could slip like your Adage tickets or journaling or memorabilia in it, and you just attach it onto one of the binding rings, and it's like a little mini flip page. So that's really pretty cool. You're going to get a handful of these really cool vintage stamps for my stash. These are real vintage stamps, anywhere from 1898 all the way up to 1970. So really cool vintage stamps. You're going to get a good assortment of the vintage stamps. You're also going to get some of these vintage puzzle pieces, and these are also from Studio Blackbird. They're really cool. Vintage looking puzzle pieces, really nice. Get 3 of those. For the chipboard shapes, you're going to get a postage stamp frame and a gear. So really cool to add to your album. You're going to get also some of these Scrabble tiles And this one spells out time, if you could kind of see that like that. Time, it spells out time. So you could add that onto one of your pages or the title or whatever you'd like to use it for. You're also going to get a metal book plate. Really nice to just thread some ribbon through. You're going to get some feathers here. A couple of feathers. Kind of going to go quickly. And we're going to get some buttons. These are vintage black buttons. So you're going to get a couple of those in the kit. And you're also going to get a Listen Muse token or philosophy tag from Tim Holtz, a steampunk gear, a key charm, a swivel clasp, a Tim Holtz swivel clasp, an antique aluminum rose in a black color, a bird charm, a little Tim Holtz safety pin, and then a heart paperclip. You're going to get 5 of these little mini clothespins. They're great to add to the top of your tags. So you're going to get 5 of those. And then you're also going to get 2 of these vintage bingo tokens. And then in terms of flowers, you're going to get a whole huge handful of these I Am Roses white flowers in an assorted variety. You're going to get some hydrangeas, really pretty hydrangeas, some of these little daisies, some of these large daisies, and these are really fun to alter, so you're going to get a nice assortment of those. And then you're also going to get some brown prima flowers. So you're going to get some brown prima flowers like this. You're going to get a whole little container. I think there's about 10 to 15 leaves in here. These are the little I Am Roses mulberry leaves. You can see they're really a good size leaf. You're going to get an I Am Roses gardenia, and 5 or 6 of these little mini white roses that you could glimmer, mist, distrust, or whatever. And you're also going to get, for ribbons and fibers, you're going to get an 8-inch strip of the doily lace punch from Martha Stewart. So you're going to get that. You're also going to get, these are all at least 10 inches, but some of them are more. You're going to get some satin olive, some American Crafts grosgrain. This is a gold color. You're going to get some vintage rickrack. This is true vintage rickrack ribbon. You're going to get some American Crafts red grosgrain. Some of this leaf trim. Some jute, thick jute roping. Some of this black fluffy fiber. Some organza sheer ribbon, and like a white with a tint of gold, and then a very thin satin green. So you're going to get a really nice assortment of those, and then a really pretty piece of lace, if you could see that. So that is the Vintage Grunge album kit. So really quick recap of that kit. That's everything that's in the kit. And now we're going to head over to the vintage, more modern colors of a kit. You're going to get, again, the 6x6 medium weight chipboards. And I'm going to pull out all these papers from underneath all these embellishments, or attempt to at least. Okay, I just lost something back there. But again, you're going to get the 2 book pages that you could distress and vintage-ize, or whatever you want to do to those. And then you're going to get some of these papers, and these are from the October Afternoon Thrift Shop paper collection. They're all single-sided. So you're going to get this one. I love this collection. It's one of my favorite collections. Really pretty papers in this collection. I love them. Look at this. It's like a sewing pattern with the... It's just amazing. And then this vintage flower. It kind of looks like a wallpaper. Black and cream. A white, or like a yellowish, creamish, and a blue stripe. Some music sheets. And then a multicolor stripe. And then some words. And this beautiful yellow damask kind of a pattern. And then you're going to get some of the coordinating cardstocks. You're going to get a 8x8 piece of red, yellow, cream, green, black, and a really like a faded yellowish whitish color. So those are the patterned papers. You're also going to receive this vintage Denison Clasp envelope. These are from 1940. They're really great to add into your album, so you're going to include one of those. You're also going to get, one second, I'm going to grab that thing that rolled away, if I can. well. You're going to get 3 of these pearls, and one of the pearls is what rolled away. You're going to get the right size in a cream color, so you're going to get a cream pearl. You're also going to be receiving a chipboard puzzle, and it just comes apart and you could add it to your album. So a chipboard puzzle that you could distress or whatever you'd like to do. A metal book plate, and a Tim Holtz chipboard bird. 2 of these Tim Holtz Adage tickets in the Live and Play. Then again, 2 of the vintage scallop squares. Or in the last kit you got 1, but in this one you get 2. And these are really cool because on this one, that's real handwriting in pencil, vintage handwriting. And so that could be erased if you don't like it on there, but I think it looks so cool. So you're going to get 2 of those. You're also going to get some of these awesomely cool stamps again in a assorted variety. Really pretty. And then you're going to get 3 of these vintage puzzle pieces. And then this one, these Scrabble tokens spell out shop. So it's more of like a girly themed album, but it doesn't have to be. I just included this because I didn't really know what else to put. So it wrote shop because it was a thrift shop collection, so I just put that. And then again, you're going to get the 3 binding rings. And you're also going to get an assortment of the mini paper clips, as well as some die-cut crowns to add onto like photos of people. Love adding these on top of the photos of people. They're really cool to add on. So you can see you get an assortment of those, and they're all double-sided, so you could use whichever side you like. So you're going to get 5 of those. You're going to get a Tim Holtz swivel clasp, and a Tim Holtz paper clip, a vintage bingo token, an assortment of these little dewdrop skittle thingies to add into the center of your flowers. You're going to get a dress charm, a large crown charm, a heart charm, a photo corner, or a photo swivel, and then this is a filigree charm piece that you could attach charms onto the little openings in the filigree. And then you're also going to get an assortment of buttons. Some of these buttons here, really pretty. So just an assortment of these vintage looking buttons. And then again, with the Prima flowers, you're going to get an assortment of these beautiful white I Am Roses flowers. So some of the larger rose flowers, and then some of these little Prima looking ones, and the Prima hydrangea looking ones, and then the little tiny daisy. So an assortment of those. And then an I Am Roses gardenia. And then again, 6 of the I Am Roses white roses. And then a whole little wrapping of the leaves. And some more buttons. And then the flowers that come in the kit are really great. They match the colors perfectly. So you're going to get some of the Calypso Prima flowers. These are the Calypso flowers. You're going to get in the red and blue. And there's just an assortment of Prima flowers. And then for the ribbons and laces, you're again going to get an 8-inch strip of the doily lace by Martha Stewart. You're going to get a 12-inch strip of the jute. And then again, all these are over 10 inches. So some of this textured yellow ribbon, some white grosgrain, and some red satin. And these really coordinate. And then some white Prima trim. And some vintage white and blue lace. And then some white eyelet lace, perfect for running some ribbon through. A rickrack brown, and a rickrack golden yellow color. And then again some of the sheer, and a saddle stitch blue and brown. And then some halfback pearls, and a saddle stitch black and white. And a satin aqua. So you can see these really coordinate nicely with your kit. So those are the 2 kits, you guys. So head over to my blog at scrappyhappiness.com and you could purchase one of these kits if you'd like. So hurry over there. Bye, everyone.